Sorarita, dit wouden jullie toch?
TBS, allemaal jongens even feesten. Doe op je feesten.
Oh, baby. There's a nice little bass in there. I
You like that?
I
Do you know?
did.
Do you know who it was?
Daddy Yankee.
It was not Daddy Yankee.
That was Sean Paul.
I'll give you 3 guesses.
I'm at 2.
Okay,
Justin
hold on.
Bieber.
You know how we did the 20?
He sung a Spanish song once.
We did 20 questions that one time.
Oh, dude, no,
We're not.
I'm out.
We're not doing that. But I am going to give you a hint. This player plays.
That's a player?
Yes, on Sorare, and he's been licensed on a team in Belgium and a team in the Netherlands.
Is he currently active?
Yes.
Oh, that's Noah Lang, baby. Oh, I remember at some point somebody was making fun of him rapping.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure
dude,
this Yeah.
All right,
I'm sure this
maybe.
video
Well,
will get
I
deleted.
mean, I'm 1 for 2 in the 20 questions, so
Not too
that would
shabby.
be it would be kind of fun to just like guess this player, and you come up with the most obscure like this player in 2022 had a mustache. In 20,
There was actually somebody made a game. Somebody made a game.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. I kind of slapped for like 30 minutes.
Do you remember the website you got to go to? Because I'll pull that shit
No.
up right now.
No, but I remember getting on like the top. I was like top 20 or something, but I just kept spamming it. See, that's the kind of game jam we need.
That is the type of game jam we need.
A little bit of peanut butter and game jam sandwich.
Like, how do I even look this up? How do I even?
Google Sorare game guessing players by the picture. Didn't it like
So,
guessing?
I was hoping somebody in chat might know, but not looking good. You know who might know? I think somebody else might possibly know the answer to this question.
Oh, the Zap Father! Oh my God!
Oh, we're live. Shoot.
Hey, baby girl.
I thought this was I thought we were in the pregame show still.
Oh.
My bad, guys.
We'll do it
Well,
live.
thank God you have your shirt on.
Oh yeah. Usually you give us a nice welcome.
Can I start with a complaint? Can I start with a grievance?
I mean, your last video was like the entire thing was a complaint. So yes, continue on.
MLS fucking Adidas jersey, like I don't know if you can see it here, but like the crown thing, the little
Peeling off?
Yeah, it's like peeling off.
Oh, do you dry that? Do you dry that, girl?
Yeah.
Don't dry that. Don't dry that.
No. Yeah. I used to not, and then I started getting lazy. I used to air dry, but then I don't know.
Yeah. They don't really hold. You just hang it up. It's dry in like 2 hours.
Yeah. I started getting lazy.
When you say air dry, what do you mean by that?
But it's not just like hang it up and just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like,
put it on, hang outside of the car.
But it's the reason I'm pissed is because it's not my first. Like all my jerseys. I bought this year. All the jerseys I bought at the start of 2022 when Charlotte FC launched, like the stripes are coming off and like the logo's peeling. It's like cheap. And these are authentics. These aren't replicas.
Might have something to do with the club. Might have something to do with the club. I don't know.
But it's like none of my friends have the same problem. I think it's really me. I think it's like hard living. Like you've heard of hard living?
Yeah.
I practice
really living.
I practice hard wearing. I'm a hard wearing son of a bitch for whatever reason.
Dude.
So, yeah. I believe that.
Don't give a jersey to Trip and it's gonna be worn out in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
He's quite the fan.
I wear them a lot. I sleep in them a lot of times.
Yeah.
When I'm not sleeping
in a
nude,
shirt.
of course. Yeah. When I'm not sleeping fully nude, of course.
Stop
Let me imagine that for a moment.
Oh, stop!
Please don't. Please don't, because we're going to be sharing a B&B together, dude.
Oh,
like, you don't have to imagine.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, we're gonna do it live. We can explore. We can pop in late and Danny's room and test
Oh yeah,
the waters.
I'm fully anticipating something unexpected for sure.
Expect
Can
the
you
unexpected.
can you anticipate things that are unexpected? Who knows? Yeah.
Like, what sort of things are you not expecting / expecting?
Just like shenanigans and hijinks. So, like for anyone that's listening, what is up, everybody? What's up, Scosmo? What's up, Tuggy? What's up, Taco Slayer? What's up, JVic? Congrats on being first. I was actually first, but we're going to the MLS Cup final. We're going to Ohio. My first ever time going to Ohio.
We're going to Ohio,
and we took the step. We advanced our relationship one step further with a triple 3-room house rental. That just is going to crush. So
I told you there was 3 rooms. There's one.
Yeah, exactly. That's the unexpected. So like,
Yeah.
I'm expecting hijinks and shenanigans and things of that nature, and just like, like again, like I watch a lot of. I'm in this phase of my life for the last few months where I've been watching a lot of old seasons of The Challenge on MTV. And
oh my God.
you know how all the crazy
Jesus
stuff
Christ,
goes on in
dude.
the Challenge house. So yeah,
Yeah, you wake up with like a cucumber in your ass or something.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a challenge. Can you make it disappear?
Yeah.
Welcome to the challenge house, Danny.
Yeah, Taco Slayer said that there's gonna be an after party at the B&B. I don't know about that. We'll see.
It says 7. It says 7 guests, so we're live.
So did they have 7 beds?
No, 1 bed, but it's a big bed. It's a queen.
It's like
I think
Austin
it's
Powers
queen
style.
Yeah.
I'll sleep anywhere. I mean, I won't.
Just end it right there. I'll sleep anywhere.
I don't want to sleep on the floor, but I will if I have to. What's up, Coop?
Oh yeah, no, looking forward to it, big time. It'll be good to see you again. Last time when we met, you had a nice little Fu Manchu going. I'm hoping
I did that. That was my sort of, hey, I'm going to meet a bunch of internet friends that I've never met before. Let's do something crazy and go Fu Manchu. So I had that the whole weekend. It was pretty fun. I could do it again. I'm growing my hair. I need a haircut
like
badly.
Mutton chops. Just shave everything here.
My hair's long, but it's incredibly thin, and I'm definitely like balding. It's like I should just shave my head, but I'm too idiotic to do it so far. But I will eventually. But
what was the thought process with I'm meeting these people I've never met before? Maybe I'll go with the Fu Manchu.
Because it's sort of like it's like a Fu Manchu mustache, like a silly mustache, like a stand-in for a personality, So like, so it's like I knew that like even if all y'all hated me, at least I could be the Fu Manchu mustache guy, I guess, But
so
I thought we got along pretty well.
What if Jim showed up with just a little toothbrush mustache?
Well.
Is that what is it? You call it a toothbrush?
A toothbrush.
Oh, the old caterpillar. I'm definitely not above that. I'll do it.
I'll probably pass on that, but I am gonna be wearing a mustache. I have a really exciting party coming up in April. I know it's a long ways away, but it's in Mexico. It's a music festival, Widespread Panic Music Festival. I call it a music festival. It's just 4 nights of Widespread Panic on the beach in Mexico with some different opening bands. And they have costume party theme night. They have theme nights, and one of the theme nights is Almost Famous. So you can call this up on screen. Let's do our first screenshot of the night. Look up Almost Famous Lester Bangs, played by Philip Seymour Hoffman. On a good day, people have told me I resemble Philip Seymour Hoffman, but not that he's the hottest celeb out there or whatever, but he's a decently looking guy. Rest in peace as well.
You could be like Jason Kelce, be like the hottest man this year.
But so it's the Almost Famous costume party at the Widespread Panic show.
This is not it.
And you don't necessarily have to dress like someone from the movie. The theme is like classic rockers, dress like your favorite classic rocker, and just
like this right here.
Yeah. That's it. If you go back like that picture.
Hi, I'm Abby. I have a lot of records.
I'm not dressing
and this
like
is the Vinyl Monday Halloween special.
Hey,
Since I'm dressing
you've made a
as
disaster of
everyone's
this.
favorite fictional groupie, Penny Lane. Let's look.
I'm
at
not
the
dressing
Almost
like Penny
Famous
Lane. I'm
soundtrack.
dressing like Lester Bangs. Lester
like
Bangs.
this one right here.
Go, click back.
There's
There's
Lester
a picture.
Bangs.
Go photos. Go images, not videos. That guy right there.
This guy.
On the phone with the Detroit Sucks. I'm going to order Detroit Sucks t-shirt. You can get them online pretty quickly. And I'm going to rock that mustache. So
this seems like such a obscure, like
Very
small thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's what I
so
do.
When in
It's
April?
clever. It's
When in-
extremely clever.
When in April?
Mid-April.
Okay.
Like 14th, 15th, 16th.
I'll be in Mexico
tax,
early April.
Tax season. Yeah. I guess I'll be right after I finish paying taxes on all my Sorare winnings. I will head down to Mexico.
What a treat!
Surface to air missile's not in chat, but do you think he paid taxes on his $100 that he sold his jersey for?
No. Oh, Lord, no. Hell no.
I mean, that is income.
What's the deal with people selling the jerseys? I mean, come on. Come
Well,
on.
I think
We're
you
collectors. I thought we were all collectors here. I thought this was a collection game.
I agree with you, but when it's mystery, you're kind of asking people to do it almost.
I don't know. I have a random Portland Timbers jersey in my closet that I don't ever wear, but like I got it as a gift, and so I keep it, and I don't just fucking sell it. I wonder what it's worth. I wonder what.
Oh, here we go.
I wonder what
Here
a 2015 Portland Timbers unused shirt is worth.
I think you just crossed the chasm there, tripping. I got a nice shirt. I never wear it. I wonder what it's worth.
Everybody has a price, as the $1 Million Man once said.
Oh,
It's
one of the most admirable things that Danny Bram has said is, you can be an asshole, but you just got to own up when you're wrong.
Yes.
And so when Trippin ends up selling his Portland Timbers jersey or his jersey that he gets from a collection, he's going to be the first to say, you know what, guys, I was wrong.
Fuck this shit.
We're in the
sweet bank account is smiling.
We're in the $40, $50 range, so that's nowhere near enough to get me to compromise my principles on that one. Surface sold a jersey for $100. Come on, Surface.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to defend him.
That's not even going to. That's not even going to
fuel
fuel up. That's not even going to fuel up one tank of your RV trips. That you go on, courtesy of your Sorare prowess and skills. So, like, hey, come on now.
What was it? It wasn't a signed jersey, was it?
I don't know.
To get $100, it might have had to been like, who would pay $100 for an unsigned jersey?
I mean, that's kind of what they go for. If it's like a
besides idiot Charlotte FC fans, I mean, I think I paid $130 for this. So, yeah, that's falling apart now.
Trip, your video is like Roboto.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mexico.
A little bit. I don't know what's going
Probably my cheap internet. That I should probably spend up and get a better Wi-Fi. But
if you sold a Portland Timbers jersey, that would give you 1 month of high quality. Some you could get off that dial-up, get to the new latest broadband.
Even I could get a better camera, a better web camera. There's no, the resolution on this is okay, but it's not great.
Well, right now it's about a 1 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's
what if I add a little more light?
That's not the resolution. But
see, you guys are both coming in great. I have no issues on my end. So
your audio's fine. So
To quote the audio engineer in Boogie Nights, that sounds like a YP, not an MP. I don't get this industry jargon, MP, YP. Just the tapes are the magic. One of my favorite movies.
Trippin, did you see the title of this show today?
I did, and I'm proud of you for coming out and embracing the fact that you like to golf from the ladies' tees. I like to call them the front tees. I don't like to genderize it, but it is what it is. You care to explain?
So the front tees are actually the old man tees. Those are the senior tees.
True. Yeah. No doubt.
So, like I thought about this 100 different ways, and I was like, how am I gonna come after Danny B? How am I gonna get him? And I thought of, the ladies' tees, they're there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can play them, right?
Yeah.
But, should you?
Just because you can, does that mean that you should?
So this is in relation to what?
Hold on. And then I thought about it a little further, and I was like, well, the tees are there. Maybe it is all right that you play them. Maybe it's if you're playing in a tournament or something, it's their responsibility to decide
Tee
who
box.
plays at which tees.
Right.
You
The
know,
eligibility factor. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you're playing in the PGA and they're like, oh, Danny, you can't play from those red ones. I'm going to have to move you back to these white ones over here. So,
You gotta think about handicaps,
All you need is a
Right.
big stretch, not even that big. I mean, depending, a piece of duct tape, and you just strap that bad boy back, and you're at the red tees in no time.
Yeah, so in relation to which competition, Jimmer, I'm not 100% sure which one it was. I just know I saw a common in Danny's lineup, and it won him a star limited.
So what you're talking about is I got third place in Premier League Specialist Limited with a common in my lineup, and I won Bruno Fernandez, and I instantly sold him and bought Bukayo Saka. So there you go.
Was that the
Celebration
Selly?
edition?
The Selly one?
I got the celebration edition.
Dude, I'm happy
exactly.
for you. How many were they made?
10 so far. Hopefully that's all we ever get, because I do not want more. I do not want
10 seems like a good number to stop on.
Credit to Old Trip, and maybe he made a decently good decision for once in his life, because I saw there was like 4 left, and I was like, I could wait till the last one, or I could just like make sure I get one of these next ones, because the price will probably go up for the final ones in the mints in the run, right? So I got the 8th out of the 10 celebration mints, and the 9th and 10th both went today, for more than I paid. So I got like the 4th cheapest one, I think.
You're a pro.
10, so.
And that's your team, right? Arsenal
fan, yeah, love Saka. I won the contest that you're talking about before I tried to pivot onto the Saka thing. I won the contest with the Arsenal stack: Raya, Brentford Raya card, Gabriel, Odegaard, Saka common, and Joe Ellington, and as my Newcastle forward, who is the best.
Should they allow stacking in that tournament? I mean, come on.
Yeah. So I just posted a link to it might not have let me post a link. They don't usually let you put links in comments, right? But I was going to put a link in the chat of just like the Bruno Fernandes card that I bought and sold. But I felt pretty good about it. I mean, Arsenal, I should have got first. Arsenal conceded like in the 84th minute due to a giant error led to goal by Zinchenko that was no fun. But I got a late Opta. I got an Opta DA added 6 hours after the game ended also, so that worked in my favor. Otherwise, I would have been down like 20th.
Love to see good things happening to the little guy.
Cheater people. Well, I mean, so should someone? Yeah. So I talked about this on Trip and Sober, right? Like, so should someone who's like plays super rare 240 all the time and owns like 6 uniques, should I be allowed to like slum it down in the commons, in the limited specialist with a common, and like take away a card from someone who's like trying their hardest and like all they can do is be in the limited, and like that's the peak of where they're at right now in their progression? Like, I don't know. I mean, you tell me. I certainly have been the other side. I've been the other side of that before, where like I have to deal with Nanzo and whatnot playing in my rare divisions and things like that. So
right. I think it's as simple as, they let you play in it? Well, then yeah.
Yeah, the answer is yes. It's the rat race of life, baby.
I'm just glad it worked out this one time, And the other thing that was why I felt really good about it, I actually felt like I was competing in this division in this given week, is because with the winter special, my PL cards are all 22, 23 editions. I don't have a whole lot of 23, 24s. In fact, I only have 1 in limited, although I just bought the Saka, so now I have 2. Yeah. So I'm like almost all the good cards, even the good 22, 23 cards are going to be meshed in as the extra 1 in the 4 new card purchases in a lot of these like winter special lineups, right? So I just figured the Premier League limited specialist and if the rare specialist, I don't play that, but I think there is one, right? So like those two, the Premier League rare and limited specialists have a lot of good cards taken out of that division right now because of the winter special. So I think those are really attackable divisions if you want to play like a contrarian style. And that's why I was like, felt really good about that team, and Arsenal had a good matchup and they just all delivered. And then Joe Ellington, if you don't own Joe Ellington and you play Premier League, you're just dumb, because he's like the best AA forward in Premier League, like not even close. So.
Hey, I'm curious, Bob, you said Sorare got pissed at me for winning amateur MLS. How do they get pissed at you for winning it?
Oh, have you ever received a nasty gram?
No, they're like, "Fuck you! You won!
Yeah.
You won the tournament."
Is it? Yeah, Gerard Piqué sent him a little voice message. He's like, "You piece of shit!
Right.
Why the fuck are you playing amateur?"
Hmm.
Yeah, no, yeah, if it's open, baby, play that
Right.
boy.
Yeah, how can they be mad? They're the ones that let you play in it, right?
Right.
So Andy,
Exactly.
your analogy is basically Trip and B's playing from the ladies' tees.
Right. Yeah. So that explains the title of the episode because I mean,
Jimmer's just getting it all put together now.
Yeah,
Right.
so because he shouldn't be playing there, but he is.
Yeah, I mean, mostly it's me taking pot shots at my buddy, but
well,
but
get
I'm going
this.
to continue to do so.
I'm going to keep playing the division from those ladies' tees, and I am going to if Raya loses his job because he had 2 errors led to goal in the game after the week that I won, if Raya gets replaced by Ram or Jammer, I'm just going to start using common GKs and keep playing the division. Now that I got my soccer card, I have the 4 limited. I have the 4-way Arsenal limited stacks.
Back in the glory days with the 42x power, and you're playing 2x goalies. Oh, dude. I remember
nobody knows what you're talking about.
Vanaken and Morioka at like 12x. Those 2 players were half of my whole power in the lineup. That was unbeatable.
Right.
It would be cool.
Like
if
those
I
are like
could...
Gen 1 Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, do you have the original 2018 collection of Belgian players in West Ham? The Gen 1 Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like in the analogy with the ladies' tees too, it's almost like if you had a golf round with Sorare, but you paid and you could play from every tee. So you like almost shoot every shot, right? Versus selecting exactly where you play. I guess the question to me is like, Andy, do you think people should be allowed to play there?
Yeah, I think that's the better discussion is, okay, you can play there, so you should. If that's like competition you have cards for, you should definitely do it. But and honestly, the Premier League EPL one, like, I don't know enough about that competition. Are they using it for progression? Are they using it for new players? Is it capped? Is it like why is there a common in there? Like, what's the purpose of that?
Right. It's the common that makes it kind of a ladies' tee situation, or just sort of a extra unfair advantage situation, because like I'm not a whale. I called myself a rainbow trout the other day. I'm not a minnow, not a whale, but
those are pretty tasty though, right?
I am swimming in some streams. And so should I be allowed to use a common? What would you guys think about different eligibility rules? Like, hey, anyone can enter Specialist Limited, but if you are above a certain threshold of ownership, then you're not allowed to use a common. But if you're below it, then you can use a common. It's like different rules for different entries. I don't know if I like that, but
I don't like that.
I hate it. But
yeah, it's just more complexity. They already have rules to where like once you play certain divisions, you can't play other ones, right? Like that's
once you have enough cards.
Is it?
Like,
is it? I thought the amateurs were like blocked by other divisions you enter, not by how many cards you owned.
That might be true. I don't know.
So like you can't play amateur.
At one point they were, but I think it's now a number of cards you own. I know what you're talking about,
okay.
James, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I think I've been quoted on something with Laird before saying like taking away utility of these things that you buy is a bad idea.
Oh, I know you guys both worship at the Temple of Utility for sure.
Yeah, the
Scosmo, same thing. You can see his comment.
Yeah, but not nearly as much as Jim.
But when it comes to like things like that, it's like I never really got to play the amateur, and it's like, yeah, I think one of the best parts about it, and one of the things of like early Sorare that was so fun and so great, was how sticky it was because you could win, and it wasn't like you're winning a crazy amount. That's what happened with the GV boom, because it was like all of a sudden you're winning, and it's worth so much more, and your gallery's
Right.
worth so much
You
more.
won Weston McKinney.
But
and he's worth
but it's
1
like you're winning more frequently, and if that's what it takes to enable newer managers to like feel that rush and that validation that they're doing something right, it's like give them that validation along the way, and that's like the whole progress bar argument too. It's like people have to feel like they're winning something or contributing towards something, and when you're not, you just get beaten to the ground. You're like, fuck this, I'm selling my gallery. Selling it.
Oh yeah, my mood goes up and down based on results for sure. Like, you know, you win a few blank weeks can really like can kill your sentiment for sure. A few brick weeks. I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't familiar.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what that's like.
It's not the brick weeks. It's the bad decision making or something that I did was wrong is what fucking beats me down. It's like when I miss a DNP or like something like that. This week I had 2 players that I played that made sense. Like I played Pau Lopez and I played Jesus Angelo as the defender in that lineup. But normally I'll stack Pau Lopez with one of his defenders, and I didn't do it. And one of the defenders scored 80 points. And then like I won 2 of the defenders.
Nothing is worse than like having some sort of like defensive stack that you play for months on end, and you're like, "Fuck this, I'm giving up on it," and then it hits when you.
It wasn't even I gave up on it. It was like I wasn't sure which defender was going to start, so I was just like, you know what, like I didn't.
You can always trust Angulo. Trust in Angulo all the time.
Hey, that's
I'm trusting him.
That's not even the crux of the issue though with this lineup. I played Paqueta in it, and I have Julian Quinones, and I played like normally I play Julian Quinones and Diego Valdez together, and if I did that lineup would have just completely like nuked. And instead I played Paqueta, and Paqueta like fucking completely forgot how to play soccer today. Like at halftime he was on 25 points. He lost 10 AA. Finally he made it back to like 40 points or something, but it was just like today I was in such a bad mood because I knew it was all my own doing. Like poor decision making.
Yeah. Especially when you changed from what your normal, like what I usually would do is this, but I'm going to try a different tack, and then the different tack completely blows up in your face.
Oh, you know what else? I would have played the normal lineup if I had known the Premier League special was running this week. But I thought it was only on weekends, so I didn't even look at it. And yeah.
It's almost like if you would have set your lineups in Sorare instead of Sorare Data, you know. But Sorare Data would have told you that too. In the drop-down list.
There was a list.
It's a list. You only have one person to blame.
I mean, it woulda, coulda, shoulda for sure. I hate that feeling though, for real. I don't know. What part of the. By the way, that is a great comment from Daniel Brubaker. Thank you. His Jordy Massip is sold. So that's a whole other thing where my friends of mine are feeling bad for me for wasting about a 3/4 ETH, $1,200 on a super rare goalkeeper that immediately got hurt and then got benched while he was hurt and isn't coming back.
Was that John?
John Victor, but he goes by John on So Rare. Yeah. And he was the coach, loved him. And so I was like, even though he's in a goalkeeper battle, the coach has come out like strong in favor of this guy, that he loves him. So I was like, I'm going to buy him. And then, but the fans hated him, and the fans loved the other guy, Massip. So Massip had been the starter. I think he was even a team captain. So Brubaker was one of the good guys from the Discord that was like, man, I feel for you, Trip, because I mean, I know I got a limited Massip here, and you got a super rare John, but go Massip. And I couldn't blame him. You can only support.
You got to do better there. You need to buy players with your first name, not someone else's first name.
Yes,
you need Daniel.
for sure. That's what I did. That's why I bought Daniel Bentley. Go to my page. My most recent goalkeeper purchase is Daniel Bentley for Wolves.
Let's go. Smart man.
Probably, I mean, my name, but he's probably going to go back to the bench because Jose Saw, I think, will keep the number 1 when he's not hurt. But.
Trippin, you mentioned old DB Daniel Brubaker's one of the good guys from the Discord. Do you have a short list of bad guys from the Discord?
I do. I definitely do.
Can you bless us with?
I don't know. A lot of people would say Mr. Speed, but I actually dig Mr. Speed. I think Mr. Speed's fucking hilarious.
He drives me nuts. Mr. Speed, shout out, but you drive me nuts.
I know he's the best. On a given day, Taco
Call him
Slayer I
in.
think can be there. I think on a given day, Taco Slayer can be there. Jakey J, I think, would embrace the role of being a bad guy. He loves. He loves to talk about how much he hates.
Taco Slayer on the bad list or the good list?
Just on a given day. He's usually on the good list, but he is the Taco Slayer.
Huh.
And Draft Cakes is on the bad list.
So I was wondering about Taco Slayer. Is he a ladies' man or is he just like really into food?
It's a great question.
You would have to ask his girlfriend. I guess we'll have to ask his girlfriend.
What a lucky gal.
And why not both? For sure. But you were talking, Black. I wanted to just say, like, it's funny, like you talk about like when you get frustrated and when you get mad at So Rare and just want to sell your gallery. One of the funniest like paradoxes of So Rare for me is I love the game. I really have fun tracking my lineups and following like the game week and stuff like that. So like like I love that process. And so but I hate putting my lineups in. And so I hate like I think you and Larry have talked about this sometimes where like I hate the process of like sitting down to put the lineups in, like just manually doing it. And so like that slows me down to the point where sometimes I put that off. Like I should have like a rough draft in on Wednesday nights and like then relook at it on Thursdays and then make a few tweaks but on Friday, wake up Friday morning, make a few tweaks and I'm ready. But instead I postpone and procrastinate the whole thing. I do nothing on Wednesday. And then late Thursday night, like right now, I'm like, well, let's see how many goalkeepers I have for the week. It's just like, like well, it's just funny. Like
the
as much as I love too, I don't like push myself to actually play it the way I would do better if I would try a little harder in the pre-week setup. I think, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing's better than overpaying on a late need. I did have a little. One of my best successes in this midweek was buying a U23 goalie, which I usually buy players and it doesn't ever work out, but this time it did.
Congrats.
How much did this U23 rare goalkeeper cost you?
He was 0.1.
Can you like that is so crazy to me. Like I remember like
and he's been yesterday. A legit starter. It's not like a guy who's just like spot starting.
Yeah.
I thought
not that long ago. That was at minimum an ETH. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
Someone should have told us there was a dip coming. Someone really let us down by failing to warn us about the dip.
Yeah.
Not me.
Love a good dip.
I don't really care. Like my thing is, I know a lot of people's gallery values have gone way down, and it's really sad. I've actually like won enough that my gallery value is about the same, even though the card values have all gone way down. You know what I'm saying? I've just keep my head above water against inflation for the most part. Although that's kind of fallen off a little bit recently, so who knows? But it gets to the point where you just have to realize like we're playing a game and it's an expensive one, but
somebody's going to the game.
Wow, Taco Slayer about Schulte
and Diego
and Rossi.
Rossi. That's fun.
Diego Rossi.
To answer So Rare Joel FC's question, no, John is not starting now. The joke is that Daniel Brubaker was cheering against his own card because mine was more expensive, so he was trying to be a nice friend. But he sold Massive, so he doesn't care about Massive anymore. But Massive is the locked-in starter. John started the cup game and gave up 3 goals and sucked against Espanyol, and they're out of the Copa del Rey, and it will be Massive when they get back to the league.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
I just didn't want So Rare Joel to think John was starting because he's not, unfortunately for me.
Do you still own John?
Yeah, here's the funniest. Like John is probably much one of the ultimate So Rare fucks of all time for me because I bought him. He had a bad game. He got hurt. So Rare immediately put another one up for auction, super rare, like 2 days after I bought him. Yeah. So and that card was sold at like 70% of what I paid. So like so now to get out from under, I would have to like go to Pavel and take like a sell for like 30% of what I paid. And it just would, it's like he's 28 years old. He'll catch on somewhere someday, hopefully.
I remember when they auctioned that off, you were kind of mad.
I was real mad. Yeah. I was
real mad.
I was mad at myself. I was just mad at myself.
I remember Mark was really mad because there was like a basketball player that they started auctioning off kind of like in the middle of nowhere, and they ripped off a bunch of auctions.
Jimmer.
And the argument was like, there needs to be more transparency about like when they're going to auction these cards. What's your opinions on that?
I would like it, but at this point, we're all playing by the same random rules.
What would the transparency even be, though?
It would be some type of maybe like a little bit more guideline of cooldowns and things like that, and just it would be extremely complicated. So maybe that's part of why they don't do it. But it's
a pretty gray and dangerous area because it's like you want them to be able to maximize their income, and that's what they want to do. So they can't put strict rules around it. It does make sense from a consumer standpoint and like an investment standpoint, but at the same time, it's like it totally makes sense for them to not do something like that.
Right?
They could tell us a little bit more about what days are going to have certain leagues be auctioned. Didn't they used to do that? They used to be more like, hey, it's all K-League cards on Tuesdays and all MLS on Thursdays. A little bit.
I remember that.
A little bit. I don't know. Or maybe that was just closer to like the launch of new seasons.
I think that's right.
Yeah. I do think they could be like, hey, just so you know, like, hey, there's going to be 50 La Liga Super Rare goalkeepers auctioned this month. I mean, they could maybe start to try to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, but like what company in history is like, hey, everyone, just FYI, and this is probably not the best analogy, but like those things you're buying, they're going to be on sale in a month. Don't buy them.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
It's like,
well, that don't department stores have the like, hey, if you buy something today, if this goes on sale in the next 3 months, you can bring it back for the sale price. Like,
yeah, but it's just the same reason why people sell gift cards and shit. It's like people, like a good percentage of them, people do not act on that. That's why they offer it.
So Bob said that
Black Friday.
Bob said that it was Chet Holmgren, and I mean, like, first of all, that's on you for buying a guy named Chet. Okay, Chet. Right. Anybody out there listening?
Sounds like a Disney name.
This ain't weird science, bros.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the guy was injured all year, I think is the deal, right? He was injured all year, and then at the end of the year, they minted one. And
he was the number 2 overall pick last season, I think, right?
Yeah, and YNWA paid an arm and a leg for him, and then they were like, fuck, maybe we can make some money on these. And they sold some more.
I mean, there's an aspect of like maybe the rule is they won't auction a player X amount of times within an X time frame. Because I know a lot of people have gotten pissed off of like, I just bought last season's unique because it was auctioned at the end of the season, and then the new season comes and they pop off that unique.
Right. Like right off the bat.
Maybe they have some sort of rule to say, and they would have to get much more disciplined in terms of when and like organized in when they auction cards. But like that would protect the consumer, but also maybe give them flexibility.
What about rewards? Would the same rule apply? Like you can't reward a unique X number of months after the first one sold or something? Because then you get into really complex algorithms and formulas and
it's like we're all playing as long as like a small subset of people don't have like secret access to the minting schedule and the rest of us don't, then I'm fine with just all of us being in the boat of like stuck with the randomness. I don't really care, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's the things that you should go into an auction or a decision in buying. It's like part of your decision should be, is this going to be devalued very quickly?
Is Sorare going to fuck me in the ass?
Am I going to get my poop? Is Sorare going to push in my poop?
I just thought of the Scosmo point, which I think I've heard Scosmo say before, and that's why it just popped in my head. Like, there's up to 10 super rares, up to 100 rares. Deal with it,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that comment too. There was way too much bitching in the community. Everything is a problem.
Well,
everything.
Festivus is right around the corner, Scos. I mean, we're gonna be airing grievances. Sorry, bro.
Couple weeks.
Scuzzy daddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change topics, boys. What do we make of this? What do we make of this graph? We've all seen this graph. Wow. What's going on here?
Rivals is exceeding beyond their wildest dreams. That is
well,
a sad. That zoom
nowhere-
out. That was one of the saddest zoom outs I've ever seen.
Yeah. I was like, what did you
Wait,
just
let me
do?
do one
Go
more.
back.
Yeah.
Go back. Go back.
Sorry. There we go.
Oh God.
Much better. Whew.
Oh,
We're back,
to
baby.
the moon, baby. We're back. Now we're back to
my
the moon.
God,
Let's
we're
go.
back. Yeah, I mean a lot of speculation on multi-accounts. That's kind of what I've heard, but I think that's just a negative opinion.
Is that all football or is that mixed?
It does say .football. I'm assuming it's just football.
I have no clue. Couldn't tell you.
I think
Sorare
instant
based
buy. I think
.football.
instant buy is part of it, although not as big. But it will. Instant buy is going to help keep this going up. I think once Rivals goes live. I think.
Dude, yeah.
I think that there's got to be some multi-accounting. Actually, people chasing the cash prizes in the EPL tournament because you can multi-enter.
So I don't know the deal here, but maybe you guys know it a little better. They're giving away $10 of credits, right?
Oh, woo-wee.
Right?
What are the newbie comps? I hear people talking about the newbie comps. I can't be arsed. I have no fucking clue what that is.
Can't be arsed.
Here we go. Let's just, you know what? Let's all learn together. We can all.
I guess there's 25K at stake if you can force yourself to watch La Liga and hold your eyeballs open like freaking Clockwork Orange.
Yes. So eligibility, blah blah blah. I think you just can't have an account. I'm not really gonna
blah
read it.
blah
Come on.
blah. All right, let's read this together. Blah blah blah.
Oh, so you have to buy your first card to get in. Okay. That's why they're newbie comps.
But you get a $10 voucher to use during onboarding only to collect their first limited card.
Oh.
What are the terms that apply? That's
So
what we need to know.
So Sorare is so a better way to say this is Sorare is giving away a bunch of $10 limited cards to people. Although you could probably buy a whole team for $10 with some of these, right?
Yeah.
So the key info on credits: 50% discount up to rewarded amount in dollars. Applicable on the Sorare primary market.
They're
only.
so bad at describing things. What does that mean?
Like no clue. Credits can be used for multiple purchases. Time frame to use the credits is 30 days. Cards cannot be traded. Oh, okay. So you can multi-account, and then after 14 days, then you can profit. Okay. Credits cannot be combined with other offers. Okay.
So they know that all the card values are going to tank within the next 10 days or 14 days. Excuse me. Yeah.
If that's what's happening, then yeah.
Apparently, MPin is the expert on this.
Oh, he put out.
I love it.
So some good points out.
I love that the
are likely going to max it out and spend the extra $2 to get the most.
I love that the scam has already been cracked. This is great. Nice work, MPen. Doesn't take long.
Wait. So what did that say? They're gonna to max it out and likely spend the extra $2 to get the most. What's the extra $2? What's that?
That's a holiday pie, baby. Come out.
You've heard of rubbing. That's the tug. You get the rub for 10 and the tug for 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
I almost feel like the tug might be worth more than the 2.
Well.
Skazo said, "I gotta pull up the tweet."
Well,
I don't want to pull the tweet up.
Well,
the point, Jimmer, is that you would obviously are going to pay the extra 2 for the tug.
Yeah, but the tug to me is worth more than the rub.
Right, but so they overprice the rub and then they underprice the jump up to the tug because they just want you to pay for the tug anyway.
Yeah, but I would pay for the tug and then the $2 for the rub.
That's not an option. That's not on the menu.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, there's a menu.
We need a menu adjustment.
It's a secret menu, like In-N-Out Burger.
Oh.
You don't want to know about Animal Style.
Is that the secret order, Animal Style at In-N-Out?
Yeah, sorry, Midwest boys. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. If I went over your head there with some California culture,
we don't know anything about that.
The guy who lives on the East Coast.
I'm
just trying to get some of that Skyline chili. Is all I'm trying to get.
Like Johnny Cash says, "I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere." I don't. I mean, I guess so. So Rare's hoping to make a little bit of money on the margins, pick up $1 or $2 here from people that wouldn't spend by giving them 10 fake bucks, and they know they have too many cards anyway because 1,000 limiteds. I think it's a good idea. I don't think it's wrong. I think it's like proactive.
Yeah, I think we get it. Like it's like, the first hit's free and then, you're going to keep coming back. But it's also like, okay, so here's how I would describe it. You guys are rubbing each other off, but I think tugging, sorry.
Yeah.
I think this would be like if I go to my drug dealer and I'm like, hello, can I have some cocaine? And he's like, here, yeah, try this first.
Whoa.
See if you like it. I take it, I do the cocaine or whatever, and then I leave, and then I put a mask on, and I come back, and I'm like, hey, I'd like to try some cocaine.
It's me.
And he's like, oh, yeah, here you go. Here's some more cocaine to try. And then I leave, and then I come back with a new mask on and just keep recycling it.
Multi-accounting 8 balls. I love it.
Oh, you're a billiards player.
I think I was in Atlanta last weekend, and I was walking down the streets of my hotel in Midtown Atlanta, and some guy offered me cocaine. By the way, just so.
Did you? Did you put on a mask after?
I did not have any masks with me. Unfortunately.
There's one caveat: the cocaine he gives you, you can't resell it for 14 days.
Can you use it? When can you use it?
Right.
You definitely use it for 14. You can use it for up to 30 days, and then it expires after 30 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the cocaine goes bad.
What's the half-life on cocaine anyway?
I don't like that utility at all.
Yeah. I think that would be a good tweet, Danny. Like, can we talk about the utility of cocaine these days?
T Price, I was working. Apologize. Sorry. It was a quick in and out.
Maybe you're on the short list of bad Discords people.
I never left a 2-block radius of my hotel, sadly.
Was that for the Georgia-Bama game?
Yes.
Oh, roll tide.
The day before. I was there the day before. I wasn't actually there on the day of the game.
Okay.
I drove home that morning.
Wait, so you go there and then you never left your hotel?
Well, I never left a few block radius of my hotel.
Okay. So you probably had you had some.
My hotel was right by Georgia World Congress Center, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Roll tide.
How is the cocaine in Midtown, by the way, T Price? Should I have taken him up on the offer? I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, is that liquid or is that?
Yeah.
Good old Scosmo. Good old Scosmo.
Scazzy, what's stopping Scosmo from buying a plane ticket to Columbus right now?
Probably the inflation on McDonald's prices.
I'd pitch in some money to see him at the game.
I've heard
I got 5
hell
on
of a hang. I've heard he's the best hang in the whole fucking thing. So,
I don't know. You're not going to be eating really well.
I'm counting on Jimmer. To make sure we're eating well because he always finds the late night food that we need. And there's a guy that got in with the Sorare group from the Major League Sorare Discord, a guy named Connor, who I've never met in person, but he's local in Columbus and apparently has like the dynamite everything food and drink recommendations. So
Let's
we're gonna
go.
have some local tips. Yeah.
Love it.
Hell yeah.
What is Columbus known for as far as like their food and nightlife go?
I mean, college town, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it the state capital?
I think so. Yeah.
Why not? It is now.
Yeah, it could be.
Also named after a known rapist. So
Christopher?
Yeah. Christopher was not.
I don't know.
Christopher, just taken in his own writings, it must be said, not a nice guy.
Yeah. What a loser.
With that said, someone made the comment the other day. I don't remember who it was, but most men during that era weren't very nice guys.
True, especially men of circumstance, and it's always tough to judging historical figures by the standards of today. Obviously, is an exercise fraught with danger. But
I will say, if you gave me a little bit of power in the if you gave me a little power in the 1500s,
right.
I don't know, man.
Here he comes. Here he goes.
I don't know.
You gave me a lot of power
here
now.
he goes. Andy's trying to cancel himself.
Who can say what you would do? Who can say, what depravities man's hearts can succumb to? But right. I will say that it's okay to like. I'm not saying that we have to like curse Columbus's name for the rest of our lives, but maybe we don't have to like give him statues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And people of that ilk. So.
Is that why Columbus is named Columbus, Ohio?
I thought most of the, is there,
what else would it be? What else would it be?
Maybe it was named after filmmaker Chris Columbus, who directed Home Alone, right?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Named after 15th century Italian explorer Christopher.
Who did Chris Columbus direct Home Alone? He did some 80s
this was
movies.
a person. Yeah. Oh boy.
He did do Home Alone. Hell yeah. And Home Alone 2 and Harry Potter and Mrs. Doubtfire.
Harry Potter, huh?
Chris
All
Columbus.
Right,
and Gremlins.
Tigris lineup is out.
Gremlins.
Scosmo says he's going to be at the next MLS final.
I love
Not this one though.
It'll be in Charlotte, so come on over.
Oh,
he won't be there.
For the crown, baby.
So, you got some inside scoops on this new head coaching search. What's going on there?
So down to 4 official finalists.
And Frankie, Super Frank's one of them.
Super Frank.
Wait, hold on.
Super Frank.
What I want to know, Trippin, is how Charlotte got 2 Copa America, like the quarterfinals and semifinals.
I think because when you lose, if you lose the semi, it's such a quick turnaround to the 3rd place game that they just like keep you there, and they just want to let one team like stay in the same city.
The stadium there's got a pretty good capacity, doesn't it?
Yeah, like 8,500,000 or something like that.
8,500 million.
No, 85 to 100, something like that. We had 76, I think, right, for the MLS record crowd that we had for our opening match.
Is that a MLS only stadium?
No, it's
Do you guys have grass?
Stadium. They will have grass for have grass for the Copa America.
Garbage.
It'd be like if we played a game at the Edward Jones Dome.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, it actually gets a really good atmosphere. The place was the reason that we got the semi, I think, is because capacity and also huge crowds for U.S. men's national team friendlies this summer. The Haitian national team played Ecuador, I think, and there was a huge crowd. We've gotten like a bunch of crowds for and Mexico national team has played some exhibitions here with massive crowds. So like huge crowds have turned out for not just U.S. men's national, but lots of different international teams. And I think they just said, hey, let's do it. Let's reward them. I know Chicago was like pissed off or whatever. And people were saying, why do they need to go to Charlotte if there's already one in Atlanta? All I can say is suck it. Like
have you seen the attendance? Have you seen the attendance at a Chicago Fire game?
I saw the one where
like
Messi.
8,000?
I saw the one where they thought they were going to see Messi, and then he didn't play, and it was huge.
Yeah.
And then other than that, yeah, it's pretty rough.
It's like 8,000 people.
Yeah, that's pretty sad for the population.
I guarantee Charlotte will. I guarantee. What you'll see, you're going to see a bunch of articles that are like, no one would have thought Charlotte would have turned out to create a great game for this semifinal, but it was amazing. That's what everyone's going to say after. But as for the coach,
are you going to both?
Yeah, I'll go to both for sure.
So I was looking at tickets, and the tickets are fucking crazy.
Are they even officially on sale?
There's like well, maybe not. Maybe it's a resale site that I was looking at, but like to see one of the bigger teams like Argentina, Brazil, or US, it's like $600 to get the nosebleeds.
I think it's going to be pretty damn expensive.
Yeah, I mean like that maybe that is reasonable, but I like the website that they're directing you to. If you look up like how to buy Copa America tickets, like they're on sale now at goal. It's like goalsomething.com.
No, because if you go to copaamerica.com, there's a little thing that says enter your email address for ticket information to be sent when it's ready. I don't think those are official tickets.
So they're like already just like priming up resale or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong, but I did go to copaamerica.com.
The first to admit.
Just go to copaamerica.com and see if you disagree with my interpretation for sure. But
this is where you go with your classic trip and beeline. I understand why you might think that. I don't know the full line. I'll let the myth, the legend deliver it.
Yeah. I don't know if I can quote directly what I wrote on that one comment one time, but it's like my philosophy in life basically is like I'm rarely trying to convince people of anything because like I'm just happy enough that if I believe something, I don't care if you believe it or agree with me or not. You know, like I do want to be agreeable and have like friends and people that I respect be of like mind a lot, but like at the same time, if I'm really convicted of something, even if no one in the world agrees with me, I'm just like, I understand why you might think that. I can't agree, but I walk away from it. You know, like
no, it was better than that. It was
I'm
like
willing
I
to
can't
let
agree
you
with
be
you.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm willing to. I'll allow you to be wrong on this one. And we can both still be friends.
Yeah,
I would love to just respond to somebody at work with that one day. Just like really, just like hammer them with it and be like, I understand why you might think that, but I'm happy to be right on this one, and we'll go on with our lives. Probably get fired.
It would be nice. It would be nice to bust that out on some people for sure.
Yeah, especially when like I work in like a service industry, sort of. It's like, you know, like we run on like a help desk, so we have to be nice to people and we have to like keep people happy and kind of take a lot of punishment. So it would be nice to just hand one of those back sometime.
So do you in the service industry, are you doing the rubs or the tugs?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah.
Turns out.
I mean, not me personally, but like my employees are doing that.
Do you ever foresee a day where you might get to take revenge on all these people who've made your life? Okay, I found the quote. Sorry, I found the quote. The quote is, I understand why you would say that. I can't agree, but I understand. I'm content to be correct, whether I can convince you or not.
I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect.
I'm content to be correct here.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, do you ever foresee the day, Black, where all these people that you've had to sort of like grit through your teeth and smile and give them, you know, the service of a professional like you are, like, but someday you might be able to tell them what you really think, or is that day never going to come?
I don't think it'll ever happen.
What kind of revenge are we talking about?
I am your retribution.
Like remotely change their desktop background, something like that, or like
that'd be funny.
I don't know.
Oh,
like every time they log in, it plays a YouTube video.
You know what you can do? My daughter did this to me one time. There's a Chrome plugin that you can put on computers that turns every picture file on any internet page into Nicolas Cage. Do you remember that?
I've seen it.
Yeah. And so people are being like, why are all these Nicolas Cages all over my fucking screen? It's hilarious.
There's a lot of fun ones. There's a plugin that'll just change certain words to like butt. So like you'll type something in and it'll just like run a macro and it'll change that word to butt. So I don't know, you might be and you could even do like an obscure word that you might not use all the time. And then you go and type this you type this stupid email out and then like send it and then randomly it has the word butt in it.
Oh dude, butt?
Yeah.
Oh dude.
I mean, if you could remotely install some of those things, you could wreak some havoc for sure.
Yeah, you can do that like with character replacement.
Especially
it's basically like autocorrect. You just go into somebody's settings and change their autocorrect. Like if somebody types the word the, it autocorrects to butt.
My daughter put it on my laptop at home on my profile, my Google profile, And then when I had my Google profile on my browser at work, and so it was doing it on my work computer, even though she had done it on my laptop here.
Oh, dude.
So you sync your browsers, like your personal and your work.
Yeah, I do because they don't. It's pretty lax.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, we had a bad one. We had a real bad one.
Sounds dangerous.
If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to worry about. Trust me, I live a clean life.
We had a guy.
You live a clean life, or you just don't care?
So, depends on the day. I want to hear this story.
Yeah.
It's not a long story. It's a short story. But we had a guy. He was having some computer issues or something, and one of my help desk guys was like, "Hey, yeah, no, if you want to back up all of your favorites or whatever, just like sync them with your Chrome account, and then when you get your new computer, just like log in with your Chrome account or whatever, and you'll have all your favorites back or whatever." Well, I guess he synced all of his work ones to like his personal one, and when he synced it back, like our help desk person was helping him sync them back. And I'm not kidding. He had it was like 20,000 favorites, and they were like all porn. Like,
let's go.
It's
next level to forward it or to favorite it.
Yeah,
next level.
At what
I don't want to lose out on this one.
Right. I gotta save this one. And when you have that many, why don't you just go to the website and search for it? But he had them all favorited, and it was like the list was so long that it was just like it was like 20,000 or something. It was incredible. And like my help desk guy was just like, I looked at him, he looked at me, and he like closed it and he just like walked away, and there was no words spoken, and that was it.
Yeah, that's classic. Some people
pretty typical.
Really,
honestly, it reminds me of.
Go ahead.
It reminds me of the Fight Club scene where he's like, of course he's like 9 out of 10 times, or 99 out of 100 times, it's just an alarm clock or a watch going off, like this buzzing that's inside his suitcase at the airport security. Goes, but every once in a while, it's a dildo, and he's like, we always have to use the indefinite article, the dildo. It's never your dildo.
It's like,
that's a good line.
What's the plural of that? Dildos.
Love that line. Yeah.
Hey Andy, did you see the St. Louis City trade today?
I did. Yeah, I was very happy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a Jared Stroud hater. If you might have guessed.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't you all? Isn't everyone there?
He was pretty. He kind of was a little bit slapping early in the season though, but not because he was good. It was we'll chalk it up to luck.
Yeah, circumstances and being in the right place at the right time and whatever.
But do we like Mr. Dirks?
So yeah, actually, that's a good question for Trip and B. I think you probably have known Chris Durkin longer than we have, playing like DFS and stuff, right?
Yeah, I know him as being a DC United guy, but he's one of those guys that you would never play in DraftKings because he's like, you would never ever play a defensive midfielder in DraftKings, almost never.
Gotcha.
So.
But he was never like a cheap play, like the lowest guy.
Sometimes, yeah, like the last guy in your lineup every once in a while, and like he could pop up. I know So Rare guys loved him for a little bit when he was popping up with a couple decisives and getting a few big AA games, but he just wasn't good, so it's hard for him to stay on the field.
Yeah, I'll probably have a conversation while we're in Ohio with PSU fans too, because he owns his unique, and that would be kind of an interesting card. I don't know how Sean values that card, but it might be a card that I feel like I need to pick up.
If he's gonna play, would you get him if he is not gonna play in the 11?
No, he's gonna
play in the 11.
Yeah, he'll start, I think.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I've got his. I've got a super rare, so I'm stoked about that.
Do you really?
You're definitely talking to the right guy when it comes to splurging on uniques for your home club. I've got 5 Charlotte FC uniques, so I'd say go for it for sure.
Whatever happened with the one guy that was it Reina? He moved to China or something.
Jordy, yeah, he moved. He's in the Russian second division. He moved to a Russian first division team that was in the relegation zone. and could not help them escape, and they got relegated.
Didn't he like smash when he first got there too?
He still is smashing. Yeah, he's great. He actually crushes. Yeah, because he's on sets and he got like a bunch of goals and assists. Like he's totally smashing. He's just not covered. So it sucks in the Russian division.
Are they doing well enough to go up?
Let's check. Let's check. Torpedo Moscow. Let's find out.
That's the name of the team, Torpedo Moscow.
Yeah.
Torpedo Moscow. All right. We will go ahead and share that.
They got a great crest, that big T, big plain white
dude,
T.
one of the best
8th
crests.
place.
Uh,
So they're 10
mid-table.
points out. Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably not crushing anymore. Probably sucks.
Well, let's look at their last game. Can you see who got assists on these goals? Probably not.
I'm looking. Yeah, his ratings don't show up, and then he didn't play the last game. So, and I think they're on their break, right? Is the Russian First Division on the break? I think.
Great question. Great question. I feel like that's more of a Jimmer question because he's got that deep gallery with random ass guys in every single league.
I do have like a lot of like random ass Russian players too that play on like weird teams now. But I don't know the answer to that.
How about Croatia? Aren't they like going on break at some point?
Yeah, Croatia takes a long break. Denmark takes a long break. I don't know why. It's not like fucking dead of winter up there. What do you think of this idea? Here's an idea that my buddy Your Name wanted. I think he said he was going to come in the chat and bring this up, but since I don't see him, I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm going to steal his idea like I always do. Just ditch the whole Asia region, just altogether. Just cancel it all. Just burn it. Just nuke it. Just burn it all. Fuck them. There's no Sorare can't be making money off these J League card sales anymore in K League. Like they're just like they served a purpose while they were there, but dump them. What do you think? Too hot of a take?
Well, I'm like the biggest Asian hater on the platform.
What's the negative?
Well, the negative, all these people
time
get
and resources.
fucked.
Time and resources on it. Are they really impacting like all-star divisions? Like, how often do you see Asian players ruling all-star divisions?
It's really just to nuke something. Just it's just like just we got to destroy something.
Are you? Like, you're talking about like maybe sending a couple nukes over to the J League. Is that what you're talking about?
That's like classic American take right there. Just I want to nuke something. Let's find something to nuke.
Yeah.
So,
just got to get rid of something.
Small story. I once got food poisoning from a all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant, and I think it was because I wore a tank top in with an American flag that said "Back-to-back World War Champions." That was a bad move. They
definitely did something to your feet.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Yeah, left that one with some food poisoning.
There was a sushi cook. It was probably the right move if they did.
But I mean, like honestly, you have a decent percentage chance to get food poisoning from any all-you-can-eat sushi place.
I mean, I never have.
Well, you don't eat it enough, baby.
Yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, you're due. You're due. You're due for a decisive on that.
We need a negative decisive. We'll call that one an own goal. Wearing the old back-to-back champions tank top, the all-you-can-eat sushi.
Yeah, no doubt. Be funny. I don't know. I just think the argument is that the rewards are just totally worthless now. They've just gone of all the values that have gone down, and so they're almost like dragging other card values down, and just I don't know. There's no real it's like Sho Sasaki and a bunch of idiots. I think
there's enough people that like it though, that it would be kind of shitty.
Do you think there's a lot of people in Japan and Korea playing?
No.
I mean, there's not a lot of people in the world playing, so it's like,
well.
I don't know.
It's all people in like Europe and Australia and the States. Yeah. that are like, oh, I'm in love with the K League now.
Mhm.
So you think it's like,
which is cool. By the way, I'm not advocating for this. I'm just saying I've had this discussion in some of my channels.
Yeah. I think that you can't just like when you say nuke, do you mean like, oh, we're not covering it either?
I don't know. This is your name's idea. He just he just wants to get rid of it.
Oh yeah, it's totally on his it's totally his idea, right?
I think they should expand it. I think you add Australian
Thailand.
A-League, you add the A-League and you add the Saudi League and you combine them with Korea and Japan, and then maybe even throw the Russian League in Asia. And then
oh, he's here.
yeah, there he is. Hell yeah.
Let's
What's
go.
up,
So it was
Jason
his
or
idea.
something?
It was
Yeah.
his idea.
I don't think people from oh yeah, like so it's just like a lower entry point and like the higher scarcities.
Yeah, it's just not fun for anybody. I mean, it's fun for some people. It's fun for sickos for sure. But it's like, yeah, it's like
Sickos.
if it's dragging the platform down, I don't know.
I don't think that's.
I like
problem.
the game, the global game.
I think that there's a lot of other problems. And
Yeah, I think it's a platform issue in terms of.
I'd be all right though if they were just like, oh, we're not going to mint new K League and J League cards for a couple of years, and maybe
What do
they'll
they
like.
reward in those divisions?
But they can't reward then, yeah.
Then you can
Pure
play those
ETH.
cards in gas. Play them in gas.
No, they're pure ETH rewards, and they just
That'd be
go
cool.
to
That'd be
they
great.
go
if
to the
they just-
moon. Like
that
a
actually
little,
would be great if they
like a little
if they, yeah.
experiment. It's like, hey, we're not
Yeah.
minting any more Japan or Korea cards. They're going to be pure ETH payouts.
But then how does that work? Because if they're not selling cards, then how are they funding that ETH payout?
Yeah.
Premier League, baby.
And then
I mean, I don't think it's sustainable now, but I could see it evolving to that point.
Yeah.
When Minamino goes to Japan, collapse cheeks.
Yeah, I feel like every Asian player that's playing in Europe, you're like, oh, I can't wait till he turns 33 because he's coming back.
I can't wait till he turns 33 and has 10 more years of utility.
Right.
If you want, I could probably. Yeah, I won't even do it. Never mind. But
I love ideas like this, but it's also really complicated, and then people are gonna buy cards and they're gonna be like, oh, well, why is my score not worth as much in that division? I don't know. Oh, is that what you think?
Oh,
she's talking tonight.
Horrible idea, Scosmo, as you can see, thanks to the dog's reaction.
Morioka in Japan. I feel like I want some Minamino action. He's probably almost 30.
Yeah, I if they wanted to cut the second divisions for a little while, I'd be down with that. Second divisions can go fuck.
What are you
that
adding A-League?
That was my question on it's what do you gain from it? And it's like if people think that Sorare as a company is just spending too much time spinning their wheels on these leagues that don't really bring them too much income or visibility or consumers or whatever, then yeah, maybe.
Well, it's contributing to a supply problem, right?
The supply problem is only a problem for gas divisions, and yeah, it's only a problem for gas divisions, right?
U23,
Cap.
yeah.
Keep the
Yeah,
second
and
Anything that's global.
So
But
you say that,
so
but then
really,
it's
all you'd have to do is remove them from those competitions and see what happens. You don't have to.
that's the messed up part, though. You say that, and it's just you can still play. You can still play that Asian guy in 6 divisions because there's all these cap modes. There's all these gas modes. There's U23.
Yeah.
You can play.
I mean, that's the point that the Zap Father was making is they're bringing everything else down because the barrier to entry into those caps. A lot of people use cap 240 as the premium entry point, right? In terms of any scarcity. But if you look at rare, it's cap 240. And it's well, the cost of entry is the lowest cards, which is usually Asia or Americas.
or second division.
Which one of those three is cheaper? Asia, second division Europe, or MLS or America? Are they all similar?
MLS is really popular, and I feel like a lot of the MLS cards are overpriced, actually. So I would say
Because they're the only league running in the summer.
yeah.
Well, they're better. Well, I mean, Asia does, but
I think people just like the idea of having MLS cards.
Oh man. Well, they're the only league in the summer. Well,
Cancel
I guess
me.
eight.
I think is that my second time I've gotten canceled here or third? Yeah,
Oh no, there's no
Better
canceling
you
on
than
this
me.
one. The only way you get canceled here is if you apologize.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. So should I play two? Here's the real question.
Don't ask a serious question.
Okay, well I was going to say, should I play Karaoke Common or Cordova Pro Card in my Tigres Rivals matchup? That's what I'm thinking about here. But
do you want to share your screen so we can go through this Rivals?
I definitely will if I can.
Moment?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I got a
you
question
definitely
for
can.
you.
Oh, I didn't know I could. Even better.
Trippin, how's the passion meter going with Rivals right now?
So I would say definitely like cooled off from when the Rivals mode first started, but like because they need to fix it really is as simple as it's become kind of tedious to like find Rivals matches to play in, because when you go to this thing here, this menu, I just really have grown to loathe the fact that they split it up by league. I don't know why they're still doing that. It just bothers me. So I've been going
give you an option. It's like if you want that, sure, but default should be next matches, period.
Right. I should be able to sort, and I think they will eventually get to that. I'm just surprised they haven't yet. But I still like to play. Obviously, my leaderboard position has fallen because like so many more people are playing with pro cards now. So like I climbed up to like top 5, right, in the global leaderboard, which I was really loving. Looks like now I'm 55th. You know, so yeah. So I've fallen.
Surface is still on SR Monkey's heels.
I love it. I feel bad. I played SR Monkey the other day and lost to him by like 5 points. I almost
this
took him
is your
down,
fault.
So. Yeah, exactly.
So
but I still love it. I think I still
Sam
believe.
is on a
I
loss
still
streak.
have. My passion for believing in the future of Rivals is still very much. I just need it to come out of beta. I feel like I've explored the beta as much as I can. I'm just like, okay, let's launch the real game now.
Do you guys? This is one thing that I've been thinking about. It's like in the history of Sorare, the announcements and the way they've done it, it almost feels like they've done more underwhelming announcements than like proper announcements. And I'm just worried that like when they actually release, I'm talking about like in terms of like new cards or new contests or whatever, in terms of
you said nude cards.
Nude cards, yeah. That's when the women's leagues are joining.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You want to get canceled?
Well, it's your personal preference. But do you think when they actually come out of beta with Rivals that they'll do it well? Because
if they have rewards.
Well, my concern is what they'll do is what every air quote game does these days and just stays in beta forever, right? It's like they hide behind this beta tag just so they can make
like
changes. Yeah, but they can make active changes to their overall like structure of the game and like payouts and whatever else because it's in beta. I'm like, well, you should have known it's in beta. I'm like, fuck, this has been out for 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be rewards very soon. Otherwise, it's like, why am I doing this? For sure.
I don't think they'll do that. They've never really done that with like an idea or like part of the platform. But what I can see them doing is just being like, all right, the beta went well. Now Rivals is in production and nothing changes. And there's no rewards and there's no like iterations on top of it, and it's just like, oh no, this is it, we're done.
If it's like that
would be very so rare.
Yeah, like the top 10 on the leaderboard for this month get so coins and the chance to enter a drawing for an actual prize. I mean, that's not going to cut it at all.
Right. And I mean, I think people would still play, but I think that there's a lot more they can do with Rivals. Especially like in stadium, and we've mentioned a bunch of different fun ideas, but I could just totally see them being like, all right, this is it, we're live. And
yeah, I what I'm hoping is that it really is the last piece of the puzzle to like a real potential marketing kick of like when we might see, I don't know what it looks like, and I hate to even hide behind like, oh, just wait for marketing, but like Rivals is the thing that like lets people really just jump in and explore at an easy entry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you don't have to pay anything. It's like literally download this app, play this game. If you like it, there's so much more shit you can explore. If you hate it, whatever. And so that's what I hope it's like we're testing out beta, and then you see some sort of push that some people think that is still coming for marketing. I think they've done a lot for marketing, but it's like the stuff is like you see in stadiums. We talked about it, Andy, of like a QR code. It's like play this special in stadium tournament and win a gift card to the gift shop or whatever.
Yeah. Trippin', is this how you set lineups?
Yeah. Is there something wrong with it?
Well, you're not on are you on Sorare data on like your other screen or something?
Yeah, I do have a Sorare data tab also, but this is just I put this together because these are the only Premier League lineup I could build. So I was just wondering what you guys think of like how horrible this lineup is.
Well, how close to the cap are you on that one?
Vinny Susie.
I think I have like 6 extra.
Oh, 6 extra gyms?
Yeah. And we don't know if Bentley's going to start. And yeah. And
I think you don't know Bentley's going to start. Why is this your first lineup that you're setting?
Because I just wanted to, it's my only Premier League goalkeeper. And so I just want to take a look at it and see have you guys roasted a little bit, I guess, basically.
I will say the matchups are pretty elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tottenham versus Newcastle?
At home?
I mean, yeah, and Newcastle now.
Tottenham's are phonies. They're a bunch of phonies.
Right. They are, but
nobody's scared of them.
Newcastle hasn't rested their players in like weeks, and they made like 1 sub today. They lost 3-0 on the road to Everton. I don't know. That could be a rough game for Newcastle.
I feel like if Bentley starts, then this might have a chance at the lowest level prize in the contest.
Sure. Yeah, it could get in the money.
Which is fine for me this weekend. When I'm an MLS heavy gallery, so like when MLS is out of season, it's very just catch as catch can for me. Is
Sousa on Sheffield?
Yeah, he is.
So
and he had
what's the elite matchup you're talking about here?
I mean, Wolves at home. Yeah, Wolves at home
to a player who's probably maybe not playing.
Well, if he plays, it's a great matchup.
Okay, fair.
Sheffield and like Brentford, I think both of those are like you can make a case that those are both good matchups.
Sheffield
and then
very bad, right?
What's that?
Yeah, but Sousa played. Sousa is coming off his best game of the season, so I think he's like finding. He kind of got subbed early a couple games in a row and kind of got like yelled at for sucking, and so I think he's getting his shit together.
I feel like Brentford beats him pretty bad.
Well, they lost one of their strikers today, right?
I don't know. This is literally all I have. I do have Julian Alvarez also, but I think he's bench City this week. He's got to be. He's begging for it.
And then I think McNeil's fine. He's playing at home. He's at home
against Chelsea.
Yeah,
start him up. Get a goal and an assist today against
maybe
Newcastle.
That's my fault because I one of the things
it's not a good team.
No, one of the things I don't do enough is prioritize home field advantage. I just don't really believe in it. But
you don't believe in it.
It's obviously a thing. I'm just like they're playing fucking soccer. It doesn't change. I don't know.
Travel matters.
Matters, but not in Europe. They're fucking taking a 2-hour bus.
True.
Yeah, but you have to ride on a bus. These are like prima donnas. They don't want to ride a bus.
One of the reasons I was able to just jump and make that Premier League lineup is real quick is because I have looked at it already earlier today, despite what I said earlier, and I don't have many lineups this weekend. So unfortunately, I'm looking.
Oh, John.
What I love to do.
I love that.
Fuck,
just a single name, John.
Freaking John, dude. I mean, what?
Do you have a America game?
I have no America goalkeeper. I don't have anyone in the final. I have
Guzman.
Julian Gressel. I do have Noel. Thank God I have Noel. Thank God. As I'm sure you guys have said many times, thank God for Liga MX. It's so rare. Where would we be without it? For sure. Like, yeah.
It's free.
But yeah, now like Tigres, Vamos Tigres. One of the best things I ever did in my life on So Rare was buy the Tigres stack. Like that is totally worked.
They've done you well.
Me. Yeah. Pacheco is kind of my threshold goalkeeper for the winter till MLS comes back, and then Raya gets me in the Premier League limited. Although actually no, Raya is going to be an extra goalkeeper because this is. Let's bring this full circle, Black, and then I probably have to bounce off you guys. But
that's fine. I got a quick question for you though. Is Raya like 100% locked to start?
I don't think so at all. Not after that game, but because Ramsdale's quality. I think he gets rested a game and then comes back in. But I bet he sits a game after that last game and they give Ramsdale a start. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But so I'm looking at a squad here where I can do this. I'm just going to put Saw, even though I'm not actually going to use him. So I can go Gabriel, Saka, Joe Wellington. Yeah, I love that.
It's kind of like bubble wrap.
Yeah, and then I can go. I have a Rodri. I can go Rodri or Odegaard. I think Rodri doesn't quite fit salary cap, so let's go with Martio. So I got my Arsenal stack here, and then I got 5 left over. So I can go into the swaps. I can go in common swaps and find a goalkeeper. I can use Saw if I think he's going to start because he's got a great matchup, or I can spend up to 41 cap on a common goalkeeper and play it from the ladies' tees and once again and go out there and go out there and try to find a reward.
Yeah, it's like mini golf here. This is you need an EPL goalkeeper with a 41 or less.
Yeah.
Cap
Yep. I'm gonna let's do a little scouting.
I bet Queven's probably there.
Score scouting. Fuck Queven. I could get him though.
His L15 is 43.
I know Areola's is really low, but
38.
he didn't play today.
Queven is 38, and they play Crystal Palace away. But it doesn't matter.
It looks like the best. The best is actually the common that I already have, which is Jose Sa, which I would prefer Bentley to start, obviously, but I could get Jose Sa, I could get Queven, I could get Mark Flecken from Brentford, who's playing against my Sheffield boys. So I got a couple of options. The point is that I'm once again going to be shooting for the podium with a celebration card and a common card.
Silly.
All of those guys are away though, so I won't see you on the podium.
I'm going to use Jimmer tactics on that one. I'm going Jimmer style. This is what we call Jimmer style. He doesn't believe in home field advantage.
No, I don't believe in it. You're actually better off if you get in a full team of aways. You should change your goalie.
That makes sense for the feng shui, for sure.
Dude, you always got to set the lineups with feng shui in mind. It's the best way to play.
But guys, I do have to bounce. It's been a good night. Thank you so much for inviting me. I love Sorare After Dark, man.
Hey, love you and excited to see you. But we were hoping we were going to go 6 hours tonight with you. We have to.
No, I have to start getting my sleep schedule ready because I have to get up at 4 a.m. So I'm gonna have to go to bed like right now, and then I'm going to go to bed at like 8 p.m. Tomorrow night, so I can get up and drive 6 hours at 4 a.m. to be in Columbus and see you, beautiful smiling faces.
Yeah. Did you say beautiful smartasses?
No, I said beautiful smiling faces.
So I can see you, beautiful smartasses. All right.
All right, Brams.
See you later, babe.
Peace.
See you, babes.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. All right, time to call in Scosmo. Where's Scozzy? Where's Scozzy?
I can ask.
Dude, he is fucking for sure in the McDonald's parking lot. Where's Scosmo? We need Scosmo. Where's Scos Daddy?
I sent him a link.
You're like, God, these fucking guys are ruining my Friday every week. Oh. Oh, dude,
said-
love Danny Brams. Excited to see him.
He said he's not going to join because he's in bed watching. I said, just join.
Say, hey,
We don't care.
Cosmo, put your dick away and put
He
your
did say
dick away.
he did say he's naked.
Oh, well, obvi.
He's naked,
I
so
wouldn't watch the sad cast any other way.
I think I'd probably have clothes on most of the time.
Yeah,
Rewatching this shit.
yeah. Have you gandered at the old lineups for the weekend?
I'm not.
Oh, well.
I
Do you have any LA or Columbus players?
Yeah, so I can make an America team. I've got Schulte, that's Columbus's goalkeeper. I've got some Tigris boys.
In rare?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got Julian Gressel, who I think he hasn't been starting, but when he came on last game, I thought he played really well. I'm not going to play him though because I don't trust Nancy will start him. I do have I have another. I thought I had another. Maybe I don't. No, I just have a bunch of Liga MX guys going this weekend. Liga MX in Argentina. So if I wanted to play America, I could. I don't know that I will.
You're not gonna?
Taco Slayer's saying gotta buy a stack. It's the rules.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Every time you go to a so rare game, you have to have a full lineup of the players playing. It is definitely the rule.
So
But the part that I'm struggling with is I won't have a full stack, and I just like hypocritically said that. But I have Crepeau and Hollingshead, and I have Nagby super rare and Rossi super rare. Do I play Crepeau and Hollingshead, or do I play Guzman and Angulo with those two super rares?
I thought you had to play a full stack. Jimmy.
Yeah, I know. LOL.
Yeah. I don't know. Do whatever makes you happy is what I think. What do you think, Pup? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Yeah, she doesn't think anything. Yeah. Yeah. The most brutal part is like Taco's saying, yeah, you got to buy the full stack. But I don't feel like either team is going to like run away with the game. And then like add to that, if you buy players right now, you're paying like the top amount you could possibly pay for Columbus and LA guys that like at the end of the season like this.
Yeah, for sure.
And then on top of that, even you're gonna get these like low XP guys. So like I'm gonna get this like 3% Carlos Vela. Like, do I really want that right before he retires?
Is he retiring?
Probably not, but he might.
Yeah. How's the ego on the kid?
How's the what?
Like I thought he hated soccer.
I mean, we've been joking that he hates soccer for like 4 years now and that he was going to quit.
Yeah.
And he just keeps playing.
I'm just joking.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. Give me that burger. Oh, there's seven rewards in Champion America Rare Plus.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's with River Plate playing. That's with some Liga MX stuff. You got Club America, Club America, Tigris. That's not great.
Seventh place gets a tier 3. Fourth through 6 gets tier 2. Only first place gets a star.
I wonder if my dog would like this.
A little whiskey?
No, just a little pretzel beer. You gonna give that a little try?
Oh, you're drinking pretzel beers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Taco Slayer.
No.
Well, so I like to buy high and then just never sell.
Yeah, I mean that's a strategy.
Yeah. You just gotta keep it going.
I do it a lot. Like I mentioned to you, like you bought a U23 goalkeeper for just this midweek game week. You played 0.1. You're winning a tier 2, which is great.
Yeah, I got 5th.
And I was like, Jim, you're good as long as you just sell that sell that U23 goalkeeper back for like 0.09 or 0.1, and then you're
See what he
profiting
is.
on whatever that reward is, and you're like, I'm not selling that.
Dude, he earned a spot in Jimmer FC. Why would I sell the lad?
Because you literally said I bought him for 1 game week. I guess you didn't.
The only reason, well, true. But the only reason why I ask is just for validation. You gotta be like, hey,
Yeah.
was this a good move? And then you just gotta get validation from people, and they say, yes, absolutely, that was a smart thing. And I'm like, wow, I feel so good about myself. That was the only goal. But no, I'm not selling this guy. Come on.
What's his name?
Adam Stejkal. That's probably brutally butchered.
He plays for WSG.
Yeah. Wattens.
Well, the floor on him is now 0.13. So.
Oh, let's go.
Well,
Daniel
he
put
said it
together,
best.
like,
Can't lose
he
money if you
had
never
2
sell.
goals scored on him against Rapid Wien, but he had 21 all-around points, which is pretty good for a goalie, for sure.
Yeah. He seems like the type of guy that always concedes, and he's always threatening, like, with the guillotine. The 3 goals.
I mean, he's definitely at risk at relegation in the Austrian Bundesliga, but he's U23 until 2026. Like, so we were talking about a 0.1 U23 goalkeeper and how crazy it is. And it's like, usually that would be somebody who's really shitty, who's about to age out at the least. And this guy's got U23 utility for, obviously they have to stay in the Austrian Bundesliga, but he's got 3-4 more years of utility in terms of U23. So I'm not saying that, he's great, but my gallery,
he seems great.
My gallery's focused on, oh no, he's definitely not great, but my gallery's like U23 pretty heavy. And so, like, if I don't have U23 goalies, I waste a lot of the potential. So I don't mind having extra U23 goalies.
Yeah, for
Especially
the next 3 months, and then he'll get relegated.
Maybe.
Maybe that's why you don't have U23 goalkeepers. You're buying guys like
I do,
Adam Stejkal.
or the guys that have never fucking played, like Yuma. I do have a lot of U23 goalies that haven't seen a live score.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those too. Couple.
It happens, dude. It happens.
Yeah. Sam, we were talking about you earlier. Sam said, "What's up?"
What's up, dude? I saw, dude.
I think my dog wants to talk. I think she just wants the opportunity to speak to everyone.
We'll get
I
her
think
up.
she has some.
Give
I
her
think
the mic.
she's got some really great ideas. Come here.
Yeah, she's got a little something on her chest.
Come here. Oh. She's been asked to leave, so she gone. Sam said he denies everything that we said.
Huh. He doesn't even know what we said.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it, Sam. We definitely put you on notice.
Oh boy.
Is it that time? Is it that time to?
Oh, you are drinking literal, like, pretzel beers.
Oh yeah.
Does it taste like pretzel?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're just into the old knots.
I mean, it's a pretzel beer. It says pretzel beer on it.
Oh, foul and naughty.
It
Does it taste like pretzel? Like, if you were like, hey, this tastes like a pretzel and a beer. Is that what it tastes like?
The smell has sweet notes of pretzel and
Chestnuts?
salt and buttery pretzel and salt.
Buttery pretzel.
Let me swish it around my mouth for a moment.
I don't know that people do that with beer. I think it's just wine.
I mean, it tastes like beer, and then the aftertaste is like, oh, that kind of tastes like a pretzel.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Those are the kind of beers like I can't really punish. Like if you're gonna put back 10 beers, 20 beers, you can't drink pretzel beers.
That's why I've been like switching. So like I
I thought you
got some
you
beer.
were drinking whiskey earlier, weren't you?
I got like a little bit of both. You know, like
Oh my God.
I'm playing with both teams.
Dude, that's like a recipe for a hangover.
No.
Really?
No.
You can mix all this stuff and not be hungover?
Yeah. No, it's when you like. For me, it's only when I drink like either sugary things or I don't drink water or like liquids. That's just like, well, like if I'm only drinking like beers or something, then that's not good. But if I drink like a Coke or like some waters, then I'm usually good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I see. You know, I kind of slicked my hair back today, or I pushed it back.
Oh no, that's pushed back. That's not slicked back.
You didn't do anything like that. You just went with like your normal.
I'm waiting for the Dangerous Nights crew Christmas stream.
Yeah.
Where
I'm
we're
in.
all wearing white bathing suits and sloppy steaks.
Yeah. We gotta go to Trufani's.
Yeah, dude. Oh, who's gonna be who are the candidates for the? Are we gonna compete with John Nelson's drunk cast? Is he even gonna do it? Does he have the passion? Has he lost the passion?
I think he's lost. I think he's.
We gotta call out Mr. Nelly. He's lost the passion.
I mean, we don't need to call him out.
He just don't have it anymore.
I think it's
He
one of
doesn't
those
have it
things.
anymore. No
It's
passion.
widely known.
He's no passion.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like the definition of, the more friends you have and the more you try to spend time with all these different friends, you become more distant, and they're all just like acquaintances because you don't have best friends. We used to be best friends with John Nelson. Now he's just, he's branched out so far into the football community that the passion for this small niche community is just gone.
I don't think you really feel that way.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't. I'm just bullshitting.
I think what it is he I think that a lot of it is like where and what he makes money from.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think he's making money on Sorare content. He's making money and getting engagement and like doing well with football content.
Yeah.
Soccer content.
See Sam's comment. Oh, we're
Austin,
not here to bash Mr. Nelly, because Mr. Nelly loves.
I don't know what that means. Austin Powers the second.
Like the second Austin Powers movie, which was like.
That was the best one.
Well, then maybe John Nellis is now the best.
Yeah, it had what was her name? I don't know. The Austin girl was great. Oh, okay. That's actually a good. That's a deep cut there with the he lost his mojo,
baby.
No, I don't think that's it. I think John still does great stuff, and like I don't know if you've seen any like of his recent stuff. It's still great. It's just it's not geared towards Sorare at all. That's fine because it's just not what's working for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure that he gets like in a lot of those videos, he has like a little Sorare plug in them. And he gets a little kickback on that. And that's great.
Yeah.
Sojo.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got there.
I think you brought it up. But I love some Big John. Big John's great.
The goalie?
No, not that one.
Not John. Okay. Yeah,
Let me finish this beer and tell you how I really feel.
Okay, give it to me, buddy. Dude, I can't. I don't know if I could drink pretzel beers.
I mean,
the only thing is like an IPA, but I also was drinking like coffee stouts, and I liked coffee stouts, but
yeah,
different.
You know what I did today that was kind of fun, and I kind of felt like a rebel. I went to get my haircut, and when I got there,
that's pushed back.
when I got there, there was like a line, so I like checked in, and then it was like a 15-minute wait or something. And I had some beers in the car. I was like,
oh, you went to the car and did a little haircut prep.
And I had a beer, and I kind of felt weird doing it, but I think it was totally legal. I don't think that's illegal.
I don't think it's illegal to drink in a car when it's not on.
Right. So my car was off. Well,
dude, yeah.
What if the accessories are on? Because I was listening to the radio. I had a podcast running.
If your keys are in the old ignition, it's operating a vehicle.
It's a fob though. There's no ignition.
Well, then maybe that's a loophole in the Supreme Court. Maybe not the Supreme Court.
It'll be an unprecedented, like a new trial to set the precedent for the rest of.
Everyone. The key fobs had to end because Andy Black went to trial. And
it was a warm up beer for my haircut. It was nice though.
Do you go to a place to get your haircut where you they offer you beers?
No.
I always say hey, you want a beer? I'm like, well, what the fuck? Am I gonna drink it under this little cape you put on me?
Right.
Am I gonna just put a straw and put it up through my little?
A guy I used to work with, and I forget the name of the barber shop, but it was a bar. It was a bar, and you go in. It was a bar and a barber shop.
Maybe they could name that Burr Shop Bar.
I don't know why. Why?
Because it's like the Burr Shop. So you're like, this is the Burr Shop Bar, and where you get drinks and your haircut.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of a normal thing. Daniel said his barber's in a brewery. Yeah. Like the deal was like you go, you get checked in while you're waiting, you go to the bar, you have a drink, and then they call your name, you put the rest of it back, and you go and get your haircut. It's kind of a great idea.
Yeah, I mean that's the main purpose is you
free beer with every haircut.
Oh, what if you just get a buzz and you're just like, buzz it again?
Huh. I guess beer in the barbershop is quite standard.
I've been to a couple barbershops where they're like, you want a beer? But like the barber that I go to, it's like I have an appointment, and when I show up, I'm ready to get my haircut. It's like, you want a beer? I'm like, no,
cut my fucking hair. Yeah.
Like, yes, maybe I do.
When was the last time you saw that barber?
Month ago, maybe.
Really?
3 weeks.
It looks long. It looks really long.
Well, we clean it up on the sides.
Okay. Yeah, it is short on the sides. That's fair. I was getting ready to be like your mother. Well, Jim, you need to get yourself a haircut.
It's still fresh. It's still a fresh little cut.
That's fair.
It just leave it a little long on top,
All right. Apparently, I'm like in the minority here. Sam's saying that his barber does free beers as well.
Well, it depends. It's like, do you go to like a franchise?
Yeah, like Sports Clips, Great Clips, stuff like that.
Beer. You have to go to a barber. That's not a barber.
But even like there's like barbers by my work, and like it's like an old timey deal. They got the little red and white thing going around.
That's a barber.
Yeah, and there's no beer in there.
Have you been there?
No, but
I would bet you if you walked in there, they would offer you a beer.
All right, well, I'm gonna go in my next haircut. I'm gonna go in and be like, "Can you get me a beer?" And just
just be like, "Hey." She's like, "Hey, I'm interested in my haircut in like a month. Do you guys offer beers here?" And they'd be like,
"Such a weird question. Do you offer beers?"
Yeah, you'd be like, "I'm a really nervous."
He's like, "No, this isn't a bar.
It's a Burr. What did I say?
Whew.
It's a Burr Shop bar.
Burr Shop bar.
Yeah, the Burr Shop. Speaking of haircuts, I gotta take a piss.
Okay, I'll just sit here by myself and.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Just park in the McDonald's. You can do whatever you want, is what Skaz is saying. I try to get Skaz on the show. He's laying in bed all by himself, which doesn't surprise me. Love you, Skies. But he wouldn't join. I was trying to get a little naked Skies on the show, and not happening. I think he would have had a good time. I know I would have. Oh boy, this weekend's gonna be a blast. I know Sean's gonna be down there. He's with Haber right now, which is a really weird combo. Well, Shawnee and
he's
Shawnee
already
and
in the States.
Yeah, so we did the live stream today of the Holland, as Sean would say, unique card, and Haber was at his house.
I thought, does he say Holland? I thought
Yeah.
you said Halland.
No, he says Holland.
Oh yeah, because it is Holland.
And are they gonna like go sightseeing tomorrow, or we're like
Haber is at Sean's house?
Yeah.
Oh, turns out.
So like tonight, I know what they're doing. They're both setting lineups, and Sean's calling him a moron for.
They're going to
something.
a local indoor soccer place so Sean can play goalie. They're
not doing that, but I wonder if we should do something in Columbus. I could bring. I don't know. I feel like we should do a PK shootout with Sean and goal and video the whole thing.
So the game is early. It is at 3:00. We could definitely book some indoor soccer. I'll do it. I'll do it tonight. I'll book an indoor soccer place.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think.
I was thinking, since we're going to Mr. Shavitt's home ground, that we would go to Topgolf.
Oh yeah.
But hold on, let's see.
He said, I think See It said that they don't have Topgolf in Columbus. No,
they do. It's just north.
Oh, it's far away.
It's yeah.
I mean, it's
probably 20 minute little Uberski Duber.
The downside of Topgolf is I don't know if you could get Sean to go. He might just refuse to go.
Well, we'll have that.
But if you take him to an indoor soccer place and you give him a pair of goalie gloves and you're like, "Hey, you're in net, buddy," I think he'd probably do it. And as long as he gets to call himself a goaltender, I think he would be down. I know.
I think I'm just gonna do it. I think I'm just gonna. Are you in? If like I book an hour of indoor soccer.
Well. I mean, am I in? Would I pay for it? Sure.
No. I'm not asking you to pay for it. I'll pay for it.
But if like we get there and everybody's like, "Oh no, we're doing something cooler," I don't think I'm gonna go with you. Like just you and I.
Come on.
But you know what I mean? Like,
well, Haber's what are we gonna do there? He would be down.
Haber would probably go. Yeah.
It depends on if he brought his boots.
No, it would depend on whether he was like tied to Sean or not. Sean would be like, "No, we're not going to that."
I'm not going to that shit.
Ooh. Joel said that his barber doesn't do free beer, but he does do free tugs.
Oh, tugs and rub.
That's a different kind of barber. Like normally that's the masseuse that does that.
Venture Recreation.
Oh, that's a good one right there. Let me show you this one.
Tonight will be the night
wrong one.
I would fall for you. Oh, dude, talk about getting injured in indoor soccer after 10 beers at the game.
Jim, you know what's my favorite thing in the world? Hospital bed thumbs up photos.
Yeah. Is there one going on right now?
We've got a video. Look, I love it, and it's looped too.
Oh, is this a compilation?
How many of these guys can you
name?
Probably all of them.
I saw Harry Kane.
Yeah,
that looked like
it was Eden Hazard.
Sergio Aguero.
Here's the problem. They're all smiling. I like the ones where they're like, but they're trying to smile. You know, like the smile is very forced, and like you can tell they're barely conscious. And somebody's like, "Hey, you better fucking smile. We're putting this on the thing on the Twitter."
Yeah, the painful ones are probably a little better. They're more candid, you know.
Or the ones where they're just like they are literally sleeping, like they're out, and the social media guy was just like, "All right, this is the shot." And he takes the picture. I like those ones too. You booked it, didn't you? I can tell with all that typing. That was your credit card number?
No.
16
it's
digits?
just warming up. It's just warming up. I'm inquiring.
Okay. What are you asking? Like how big the goals are?
Yeah. How big are your goals?
Yeah, because if Sean's in net, we want to make sure that the goals are very big.
What are you saying there?
I'm saying I don't want him making any saves.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely don't need Sean. Hey, you don't want Sean saving one on you.
We don't need Sean's ego.
Here's the deal: if
the worst outcome is if Sean saves any reasonable percentage of shots. I agree.
Yeah, you would never fucking hear the end of it. And honestly, he would probably be convinced that he should be playing professionally in one of these leagues somewhere. He'd be like, I don't know why I can't be playing in second division Europe. Yeah. Put me in at Ajax. I saved one of Jimmer's PKs. I should be in. Put me in.
Dude, I'm gonna sail that bitch. Sail.
You're going hard, so you're gonna hit it hard.
I thought that's what you did on an indoor shot. The closer you are, the harder you shoot. That's kind of the rule.
I mean, there's no rules.
There are no rules.
That's another. I think you should leave skid. There are no rules.
Is it? Which one is that?
Yeah, it's this. Oh, we're Shirt Brothers. Oh, hi there, Shirt Brother. They're at the choir. His daughter's singing, and then the guy's like tearing up the classroom.
Oh, and he goes back in the classroom. Yeah,
because he listens to the song and he thinks that there's no rules. Anyway, I don't know. I think Sean, you could get fun with and just like hit it with the outside of your boot to the near post. I think he'd be fun to not just hit it hard on.
He's got a hard on.
Yeah.
That tonight will be the night that I would fall for you.
I don't know that I know that one. Oh, Scouts was asking, have I set my lineups? No, I've not even looked at my lineups yet.
Oh yeah, this is exactly why we have low success these days. Is because the sadcast.
Yeah. Ooh, the Tigre scheme started. How's Jesus doing? He is on negative 0.8.
This girl is on fire.
God, I hate Sorare. Sorare sucks.
I don't really see enough indoor soccer spots. The problem is that they are.
You just need to find a lit field. Take them outside. Yeah. Take them out back.
This one's open 24 hours. I'm gonna have to call him. Oh, we should call him in. Can we call him into the podcast?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Do you have like Google Voice?
No, I don't.
Just put your phone on speaker. I'll mute myself.
Okay. There's one review and it's 5 stars. I feel like this is not gonna work.
It's probably they're in Eastern time zone, so it's gonna be 10:30 their time. But yeah, call them up.
It says open 24 hours.
Then they should answer the phone, I would think.
Indoor and outdoor. 614-805. 2-1. Can you hear it?
No.
You can't hear that? The ringing?
The mailbox belonging to Muhammad Warsami.
Oh, good sign. All right.
That seems legit.
Oh, I got an instant text back that said, "Can I call you later?"
Yes.
Just
Yes.
curious.
No. Just say yes.
Well, I don't want him to fucking call me later, to be honest. Just curious about indoor soccer rental. Dude, like the picture looks like it's out of a trailer.
Okay. Is it east or west of that street that See It told us not to fuck around with?
Yeah. It's west or east.
Oh, I think we don't want to be east, right?
Well, that's it depends.
Yeah.
Golden Sports Soccer Complex closed. 1-5 Sports.
I thought they weren't closed ever.
Dude, all these pictures look stupid. Does this have indoor soccer? UA Soccer Academy. Is that Under Armour?
Taco Slayer, See It Save It said, stay west of High Street and you'll be good. So there's a street called
God,
High
this
Street.
is a nightmare. Stars Indoor Sports. How far is that though? Stars Indoor Sports closes at 11:45. I could call them.
We
Hold
can
on.
find a brick wall and I'll bring some soccer balls. That probably worked.
Lower.com field. Directions to Stars.
Do you think we can get on the
Indoor
field tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's 17 minutes away. Okay, so how many people do you think will go there?
I couldn't tell you.
All right,
Maybe nobody.
I'm calling them. 614-985.
When we get done with this, we should do some prank calls.
Still need to call in. Can you hear that? This is much louder ring.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up.
Dude.
Is your refrigerator running?
Yeah. Hey, it's me. Looking to play soccer. Call them again. Maybe they'll pick up this time.
It's a good strategy. Just keep calling.
The guy, the guy that texted me back, he said, I'm just curious about indoor soccer rental. He said, hi, yes. How can we help? I'm be like, well, you can start by answering your fucking phone.
I like that.
Chris. All right. Dude, I don't know that there's that many options in Columbus here.
Well, it sounds like we tried two of them.
We tried so hard.
Yeah.
Where's Top Golf? Hold on. Top Golf.
I will say, Jim, there's still 12 people listening to this, and I am like very gracious that there's 12 people listening to Jimmer call indoor soccer places right now and try to. I don't know what you're even trying to accomplish, to be honest.
I'm trying to book indoor soccer.
Oh, okay.
Open 24 hours. Okay, hold on. We got another one. We got a live one. 1, 2, 3. This one's actually closer to the stadium.
That's important.
The other one was
Thank you for
17
calling
minutes.
Student Life Recreational Sports at The Ohio State University.
Oh,
Please listen closely
we could
to
go
all
play.
of the options.
Hold on.
If you are trying to call a specific staff
This is
member,
Ohio State
please
University.
reference our staff directory on our website located at recsports.osu.edu. For intramural game status, please press 1.
Garbage. I don't know that that's gonna work. Linden Park mini pitch. That's outside.
It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Sam said, "What would be the proper distance to shoot from if Sean was in goal?" Like, what do you mean by that, though? Like, what do you mean proper distance? I don't know the question. I don't get the question. Like, we know he's not a goalkeeper, so we know PKs are hard to save. So.
Okay, hold on. Andy, this is the place. I'll share my screen, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
This is the place. Soccer 1 indoor soccer. So it's located here.
Okay.
And this is the stadium is like right here ish. I think lower.com. It's like somewhere right in here.
Oh, it's down by the bayou there.
Oh, down by the wharf. Okay, so here it is right here. Let's see.
Okay.
Hold on.
It's that little trailer park looking thing.
Yeah. So this is
that's
the
the soccer
picture.
place?
That's why I said it's like it looks like somebody's trailer. But like that could be fun.
Yeah, a little like 3v3 place. I mean,
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool. I'm down for a little 3v3.
Tonight. All right. So should I keep texting this guy and inquiring?
Sure. Yeah, I'm in.
Okay.
Sam said 2x PK distance. Then PK distance might be too close for it. It's like top of the box, maybe. I don't know. Like depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If we all take PKs, inevitably somebody's gonna miss, and then that's gonna be really funny. Like I miss a PK against Sean. Sean will let me remind me of that for the rest of my life that he saved a PK against me. So honestly, it's like the perfect situation for Sean. He has nothing to lose. Nobody expects him to make any saves. And then the moment he saves something against anyone, he's never going to let them hear the end of it ever. Like for the rest of their lives. He's going to be like, remember that time I saved a PK and it was against you and your, wimpy ass shot.
You're a little bullshit ass bullshit.
Yeah, your little dick came up and swatted the ball my way. Yeah.
Dick. Oh, your little dick came up and.
Honestly, I kind of hate the idea of this because inevitably Sean will make a save, and
oh god,
it's gonna be the worst.
Well, isn't there? There's like, oh, I don't know. We'll see. Mohammed's texting me back.
Or we just go up and hit some belters, just like right at him, and just great save, Sean. Just fucking.
Before I go, you have to pull up Cosmo's message. Oh, this is like butts up. You have to do bare ass.
Butts up. Butts up is fun.
If Sean saves, they miss the target, and the next person scores. The misser has to pull the pants down. Everyone gets a shot to smash it at them.
Yeah.
It's not so much.
No, I think it's a great idea, and I think this indoor place would be great for their business. They have this little indoor facility set up, and they'll have people playing butts up on a Saturday night.
Hey, is it cool? I'll text him. Is it cool if we pull our pants down and other guys shoot balls at us?
Hey, have you ever heard of butts up?
I asked him. I said, "Do you have any available for Saturday?" And the next question is like, "Do you mind if grown men pull their pants down and shoot balls at each other's buttholes?"
I mean, if you're gonna do it, you should ask.
Oh, Taco Slayer's still here. Are you in for the indoor?
I think he might be out on the indoor because he's saying Park Street Cantina is looking like a vibe.
Oh, because he's a fucking Taco Slayer. There's a bunch of women running around there, and he's gonna get them. He's gonna get them. He's going to get them. All right. Any other so rare questions? So rare life.
Jimmer, I've got some lineup questions for you this week.
Dude, you don't want me to answer them.
No, I got some lineup questions for you this week.
I need to start my lineups. I feel like over there you've been secretly setting them.
No. I need to know.
How's Tigres doing? Because I could win something there.
Who do you need?
Guzman and Angulo.
Well, they both have some points, but they haven't conceded, so you're live. You're live.
But that's only because I captained the current GOAT, Luis Suarez, who wheels he goes to each game in a wheelchair.
Yeah. And he has to inject like cortisone into his knee to play.
Yeah, that's what he says. All right, this guy says we don't have anything available after 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask, do you take Ethereum?
You take Ethereum, and what about after hours? I mean, this is so rare after dark.
Yeah, I'm 18 points from a tier 5.
Well, you need the clean sheet.
Possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some good goalkeeper matchups this weekend. We'll see if that translates into success or not.
Well, I hope it does,
Yeah. Like that's usually what I look at to like determine whether I'm gonna have a good game week. Is it's like, what do my goalkeeper matchups look like? Because I'm gonna need the clean sheet.
That's pretty typical. And midweeks are really the only time you can like maybe win something without a clean sheet. But
Yeah.
I mean, like the U23 goalie I got, like if there is something to say about really shitty goalies, because like they're almost better. Maybe this is a bad take, but they're almost
It's a
better
bad
than
take.
but they're almost better sometimes than mid-table goalies because yes, they can get the guillotine, but they can also put up a good amount of AA on 2 goals.
Yeah.
Right? But like a mid-table team is likely not going to get the clean sheet, and they're likely not going to get a whole lot of action. I mean, like, yeah, they will, but
Would you say this guy is the perfect goalkeeper then for you?
is it
Like, you
Orwin
love-
Wolf?
No, it's Leonard Grill.
Oh, let me see your what? Let me see your grill.
Because this dude's always the better one is
Wasn't he at Leverkusen?
he was, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
do you love this?
Maximiliano.
Do you love the? Do you love this man or what?
He got a clean sheet. The streak's about to start.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Maximiano used to be like one of the top 5 U23 goalies.
I mean, he's so good. Like you look way back in the day, he was at Sporting and he was just crushing it.
It was at Sporting.
Yeah.
I don't remember where he played.
Yeah, he was outstanding.
Oh yeah, it was Sporting. Yeah. I feel like when he was playing
what's
well, it
weird?
was like at Granada.
No, they don't have his really good scores on here when he was at Sporting.
Like before game week, like 103 that it says there.
Yeah, like replay week era, almost because he was starting at Sporting. He had like.
Well, there's a couple of them in there, but
yeah, it's just not. It's not these 2 spot starts. He.
I remember Adon came in like as a transfer, and then he just like was really good, and then he like won them the league, and then he just like super won that position.
Yeah. Any rate.
Oh, okay, hold on. This guy, he said we don't have anything available on 6 p.m. on Saturday. I said, okay, thank you. And he sent me pictures of the venue. After, I'm gonna say, looks available to me.
Say, you got any pictures of you?
You gonna spank my bare balls back and butt?
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
That's a fun one to talk about.
Oh yeah, dude. He was like the first like in a goalie situation. He was like the first like death, like definitely dying soon goalie that people were like.
I mean, look at him. Dude's 42. That said,
Yeah.
he was the classic example of people like wanting to just buy a goalie to play. Like, just I need anybody. Like, if you're buying Brad Guzan right now, this was Brad Guzan, 5 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was actually like decent. Like he had his clean sheets and was all right. And then he died.
He's dead.
No.
Oh.
Well, he came back alive right here, and then
He's back.
he's dead again. He's dead again.
I wonder like what if you could see that on his price chart, like just like boo, and then like a
the
little
boost.
a little blip where he played, and then nothing. Oh, yeah, there it is. Probably
think
that
so?
little bump. Yeah, that bump is definitely.
Oh, this one. This bump.
Yeah, that little
Yeah.
bump, July 27th. That's where like he started. It's pretty cool. I like the data that's represented here. It's like you can really see.
I'm disappointed that there's not like a bloop, like a little point.
Like somebody paid like ridiculous amount.
It is weird to see that there's like still transactions of this guy. I mean, I guess if you want to play cap mode, you can just buy them and stick them in there.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the most limiting factors for sure. How much is this unique? What was the last unique sale?
0.2.
Damn. That was like over a year and a half ago. Oh, 0.666. What a treat. 1 ETH.
I'm not buying Nicholas.
I'm not buying it.
Hey, I've been saying for years, we need to have a Sorare weather account.
Yeah.
It's
gonna rain.
Yeah, so let's go over the forecast for.
Oh, is this it? Is this the start? The start of it?
No. But Saturday it's gonna be wet. I'm gonna be wet.
I was gonna be wet anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be warm and wet though. It's gonna be moist.
A little moist. That is like a great word for warm and wet. Like if you're doing that game where like I say a word and you say a word, and then we come up with a word together that we try to match. It's like if you said warm and I said wet, I would say moist.
I agree. Your name, like somebody needs to do it. The problem is, I was telling Laird the other day because, like, honestly, I think it'd be a really, really fun like thing to do. But the problem is like the amount of weather scenarios across the whole fucking world is insane. And then you have localized weather, like, oh, Miami and Orlando, they always have like thunderstorms that pop up. Well, guess what? There's probably shit in China where it's like a monsoon just pops up out of nowhere. You have lake effect snow. You have like all these weird weather conditions. I think that if somebody ever tried to do it, it would be an absolute like shit show. And I think somebody could do a great job, but then everybody would fucking hate them because they would miss the things that would matter. Like, in Belgium that one year they got some snow, and it wasn't even that much snow, but you got to know that the field in Leuven doesn't have heating, and they can't heat the field and melt the snow. And it would just be like the amount of work that would entail to like provide good content would be insane. And you'd never get the money to like for the amount of work you'd have to put in.
Yeah, but it's all about the passion, baby.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if you did it like in a comedic way. It's like you get behind a green screen and you start,
and you draw a penis on the screen.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
And you're like, oh, warm phone's
I
coming in.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I hope someone tries, but with how unappreciative the Sorare community is, I could totally see people like, I paid $5 a month for this
Yeah.
Patreon service, and he didn't even know that the fields in Leuven they're not heated.
You didn't know they had some in-ground irrigation system.
Yeah, there's a drought.
Yeah,
I needed to know that. My players don't play well in a drought.
It normally doesn't get cold now, but the irrigation system froze and ruined the field, and the game's canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, Surface says he could do Santa Barbara Sorare weather. I don't think they have any. There's no teams in Santa Barbara, unfortunately.
I think Santa Barbara would be a good place for like a USL team.
Yeah. 2 hours and 20 minutes, a little too long for you, Jim?
No, it's just a yawn, dude. I gotta stop. I gotta start setting my lineups before we do this shit.
Yeah, I probably should too.
Cause, Scott's still here. He ignored the call.
He never stops.
Never stop.
Mapping them on Atlas webpage so people can just find resources quick and make their own judgments and research. See, no. People want to be told what to do. And they want to be like, oh, there's a monsoon, there's a typhoon in Japan, and I should not play any of my guys.
Tornado! There's gonna be a tornado in the Midwest. Kansas City game's gonna be canceled for sure.
Yeah, that's the other weird thing is like your Sorare weather would be like trying to give information on a Thursday night for games on Sunday, and it's like,
yeah. Ooh, yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. It could be a short episode. It'd be like, the weather everywhere. Your guess is as good as mine. We don't know. It's 4 days in advance.
Right, but pay me my $20 a month for my Patreon. Yeah. Go fuck.
Subscribe to my Patreon. I'll give you a 30-second clip of the games that are going to be canceled due to weather. I don't know what games are going to be canceled due to weather. Pay me your money.
There might be a typhoon in Japan. And then that's for my premium subscribers.
That's right. Is it moonsoon? No, it's a monsoon.
that's a bad joke. But I like it. It's good. Yeah.
Everybody's asking, when moon? It's a monsoon. The games are going to be canceled.
Yeah. All right. Dude, I got to go set lineups. I'm hurting. My dog's sitting here all sad.
Pick up a little couple holiday pies.
Ooh.
Keep doing research into this indoor soccer.
Well, good luck with all that.
Thank you, sir. I might book a Top Golf and see what their cancellation policy is.
That's never a bad idea. Be a little proactive there.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, guys.
Good night, boys. Good night. Good night. Go fuck. All that.
No, lass maar voor een reten. Dit wou jullie toch?
TBS, allemaal jongens even feesten.